Manchester City's move for West Ham midfielder Lucas Paqueta has been put on hold, according to reports. Last week, it was reported that the Premier League champions had made a whopping £70 million offer for Paqueta. While West Ham were understood to have demanded a fee in and around the £85 million mark, Manchester City's reluctance to meet the valuation was counteracted by confidence stemming from the player's desire to link up with Pep Guardiola at the Etihad Stadium. However, it now appears that City may have to look elsewhere for a recruit in midfield this summer, with a flurry of reports on Friday morning suggesting that a deal is now off due to reasons that have not been disclosed. Manchester City are now hurriedly looking for alternatives to Paqueta this summer as they seek to add a flair to their midfield. It is further reaffirmed that the reasons behind the collapse are cloaked in secrecy, but both clubs are now moving on. The situation could change, but 90% chance deal won't happen at the moment. The Sun's Alan Nixon confirmed reports, claiming a deal was off. Last summer, Paqueta joined West Ham from French League One side Lyon in a club record £51 million deal. Since then, he has played a big part in David Moyes' team, having scored 5 and assisted 7 in 43 matches across all competitions. Paqueta was also a regular starter for Brazil during the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Alternatives to Lucas Paqueta for Manchester City this summer have rarely been reported. However, there have been claims that the club are holding an interest in RB Leipzig's Spanish attacking midfielder Dani Olmo. Olmo is fresh off the back of scoring a remarkable hat-trick in the German Super Cup against Bayern Munich and is likely to command a fee similar to the valuation being requested by West Ham for Lucas Paqueta. Some sources have suggested that the Bundesliga club could look at demanding close to €100 million for Dani Olmo, in a valuation that is more than likely to put off interest from Manchester City at this stage in the window. Other existing alternatives in attacking midfield for Manchester City this season could include the likes of Phil Foden, James McAtee, or even Julian Alvarez. However, questions will be asked about the club's level of depth, especially with concerns of fitness towards the business end of the campaign. Going back to West Ham, they are now considering a move for former Manchester United star Jesse Lingard, according to reports. The attacking midfielder spent the second half of the 2020-21 season on loan at the Irons. Lingard enjoyed his time in East London, scoring 9 goals in 16 games, leading David Moyes to try and sign the former England international. He rejected a return last summer in favour of joining Nottingham Forest on a lucrative one-year deal, but he is now back training with West Ham. The Hammers are now deciding whether to offer Lingard a short-term deal, according to The Guardian. It is understood Lingard is hoping to prove his fitness to Moyes in a bid to win a contract, having last played in April. Lingard lost his place in the Forest team towards the end of last season despite being one of their highest-paid players on a reported wage of £150,000 a week. The former United star also trained with David Beckham's MLS side, Inter Miami, earlier this summer, while he was linked to Wayne Rooney's DC United. Lingard has kept busy by launching J Lings FC in Manchester, announcing trials will take place for his new club.